first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Jones now to throw on third down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
3-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Jones. He rifles one, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now 1st down. After the interception, here's Watson. The left side completion to Jones. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it, and he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
From the 50, it's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now Watson throws another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in, because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Jones. On the screen, this is Eckler. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
To kick off for Houston.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun, Jones. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Jones throwing on 1st down. This one caught by his tight end Oliver. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jones. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st down, Hargrove. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. operating from the gun. Jones. Drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jones. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They get this out left, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Laviska Shenault, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Lambo on for the extra point. Pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Jaguars 20, Texans nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 20, Texans 7. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor, and they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. On the crossing route, complete. That's Curtis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he'll take it out to the 20-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. so not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
At the line of scrimmage.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. Going up top. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Faking the give. Now Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Curtis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. This will be caught at about the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Quick throw completed by Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
Makes the score Jaguars 20, Texans 14. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on first down. Hargrove. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
A yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a two-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Watson. They've been around the ball all game.
Number 81.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now it's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
6 yards.
He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then in the last second, oh no, I better get down, and he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. It's Eckler again. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, this from 46. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
26.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Jags, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.